You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show. I should try not to eat so soon before these. I get those like full breath burps. You know what I mean? Where you just kind of go every once in a while.
Yeah,
Coral really likes to hear those when I've eaten right before recording a short, and then they'll have to be cutting the footage and just hear me. I'm sorry. Just a bunch of.
See, Jamie, the trick is you just don't eat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's in bad taste.
That is in bad taste, and sort of a great segue to something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Hey, listener. You may have noticed, whether you're an American or not, that the American government is fucking up right now.
Oh, my God. What is this? This is a Superman podcast. Brian, what are you doing? Yeah. No, Brian texted me yesterday in a very emotionally understandable state about things and asked if we could bring this up on the podcast. And I said, yes, and we're going to.
So the rundown, I don't know if you've heard, probably you've heard.
Get to Superman in a minute.
Is that SNAP benefits have been cut for 2 months of people on food stamps who don't have access to that money. Where they would normally have relied on this money, they are now having to choose things like, do I put gas in my car so I can get to work? Do I pay the heating bill so my house isn't freezing as we enter winter? Because of this fucking government shutdown, people are really struggling, and feedingamerica.org is one of the organizations that you can donate money to, and they will essentially be like supplying food pantries, which is the only source of food for a lot of people right now. And so we were like, what if we like use our ad revenue or something and like donate that, but we realized that it would be pennies.
The least amount of money is made from this podcast of anything that we do.
Yeah. So basically, we just wanted to just off the bat say like, hey, can you pause this episode, go to feedingamerica.org and just make like any donation? Because if a few of you do that and make $1 to $5 donation, even, like, that is going to seriously impact some people's lives, and people deserve to have food, and people don't deserve to be fucked over by their government because people are being petty and don't want to come to an agreement, which is insane when it impacts literal lives of humans.
Now, what I heard, Brian, was that people on food stamps are actually freeloaders who are horrible people and don't deserve anything.
Oh, fine. That's what I meant to say. They're not working hard enough.
Yeah. So what I think they should do is just get a job personally.
Yeah,
but not everyone's me. So if you're not me and you don't have this opinion, please go to these websites. It's hard to even say these sentences.
It's really hard to be silly about this thing. And like, it doesn't matter what your political bent is. Like, the reality is the government's not talking. People are starving. So like,
it's easy to hold off doing a thing because you don't see it in your own home or your own out your window or whatever. And any help that anyone is willing or able to give is wonderful. I'm sorry that we're such a dour start to the podcast, but this is an important thing, like legitimately.
Yeah. Thanks for hearing us out.
We obviously want to give everybody the escape with the silly, zany Batman podcast. But just, these 5 minutes or so of us talking about this is all you're going to hear about it. Okay. So leave us alone, help some people, be good, be excellent to each other, and party on dudes, I believe. Is what Abraham Lincoln told us to do.
That is what Abe Lincoln told us to do.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thanks,
and
listener.
Now, greetings, Bat-Wags, and welcome to episode 184.
We are shifting gears.
Just turning the wheel, jumping on the Bat-Wagon. I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel. I'm here to show my good buddy Brian.
I'm Brian.
Did you get to say everything you wanted to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah.
I'm trying to transition without it feeling like, okay, now that stupid thing we said is over.
It is stupid. It's stupid that we have to say it.
Yeah.
My God.
This is the greatest country in the world.
You're going to put a link in the description, right?
I sure am. There's links everywhere. I'm here to show Brian the entire DC animated universe from start to finish for the very first time in the controversial Airdate order, including today's episode specifically is pretty controversially aired. It's a different cat. You got a different cat.
This is Bonnie.
Bonnie,
where's survival skills?
Clyde?
He's in Springfield, probably at work.
Is that actually the name of another pet from the same place?
No, but it's my friend.
Oh. Hi, Clyde. I don't think you listen to the podcast. So he may view this show as Clyde, the way human beings experience them in the far gone days of the 2000s. Today is the first time ever that Brian watches the Superman the Animated Series episode Legacy Part 1. Your prediction last time was that this was going to be Superman does the biggest thing and saves the world, and his legacy is permanently cemented. Yeah, sure. At the time of this recording,
1:43 p.m.
Superman the Animated Series is streaming on HBO Max and available on DVD and Blu-ray. Those are Clyde's. And if you'd like to follow along, you can head over. Everyone's not a Bat-Wagon anymore. They're just Clyde. Hang on there, Clyde, says Harley Quinn. If you'd like to follow along, you can head over to watchtowerdatabase.com/resources. Link is in the show notes. We're finally here, Brian. We're finally at the series finale of Superman.
Can you believe it?
We have not recorded a Superman episode since June when we recorded The Demon Reborn with Joe, which was the last Batman-Superman crossover.
My God.
Versus Ra's al Ghul. This aired, Legacy Part 1, Saturday, February 5th, 2000. At 8 a.m. on Kids WB, 2 weeks after our last episode, Eyewitness, and about 4.5 months after our last Superman episode, The Demon Reborn. This aired number 53 and produced number 44, way back between New Kids in Town and Nighttime. You had this question just a minute ago when we were looking through the list of episodes. You're like, why is this one so high up there as you opened it up? It is because I brought up before a while ago that this was not intended to be the series finale of Superman. This was intended to be the start of a 4th season of Superman. And then Kids WB canceled the show. So then they were like, well, we're going to move it to the end and have it be the finale instead.
Wow. So was it already produced? Were both parts produced?
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, this is close enough to a finale. We're just going to use it.
Yeah. So the Part 1 was produced right before Nighttime. Part 2 was produced right before The Demon Reborn. And then there was going to be this whole final season starting with these episodes and including Superman's Pal, Little Big Head Man, Unity, A Fish Story, a handful of episodes that we've watched already.
Okay.
But then they're just, nope, that's all. This is all the final season of Superman, ending with this one because they're like, we're on Batman Beyond now. We don't have time to do this anymore.
Okay. So how do you feel about that?
I think we should discuss that after watching them.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like whether you like learning that years and years after the fact is shocking to me because it definitely still feels like it's like, yep, this is the ending. They made an ending to this show or whatever. And it's always felt that way. But then knowing that now, it's like, what do you mean there was the Aquaman episode and Unity and all that are after this, like production-wise? It doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
Wow, yeah.
This was written by Rich Fogel, who previously notably wrote Steele and McGorry's Ghost in the Machine, Sins of the Father, Old Wounds, New Kids in Town, Demon Reborn, Rats, Eyewitness, and co-wrote World's Finest Part 1 with Alan Burnett and Paul Dini. Director is Kurt Gaeta, who previously noticeably directed Lasok Part 2, Steele and McGorry.
Pretty noticeably.
Yeah, if you looked at the episode, you might notice he also directed Monkey Fun, Little Girl Lost, which is not Groma Penis, Sins of the Father, Old Wounds, Rebirth, Meltdown, Shriek, and Babel. So we got a couple of good ones on this. Music is Shirley Walker, and animation is Coco/Dong Yang, which is actually kind of a nice change of pace for Superman, because all the Superman episodes we've been watching lately, besides Demon Reborn, have been that awful animation company. So thanks, production order of Superman. Buy us a coffee, please. Link below. Yoppie Beverages get you some access to pretty shway exclusives, like submitting episodes for us to revisit, which we will do at some point in our lives. We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode, and we'll plug your shit. And we'll also do a push up for every $1 to send us coffee for our health and your entertainment. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Jordan Blumen, who bought 5 Yoppie Bevs. Best podcast ever. 10 shattered plastic Adam West Batman masks out of 10. That's the Beware the Creeper. I'm going to buy this. I wanted to use my plug to shout out a local business, Athenium Cider in Saginaw, Texas. I host trivia nights there once a month, and I hang out there a couple times a week. If any Dallas-Fort Worth listeners are into chill vibes and supporting small businesses, this is a great place to hang out and maybe run into me and bond over the best podcast in the world. I think he means the Fandom Optimists.
Probably.
So thanks, Jordan. We have to do 25 fucking push-ups now.
So it sounds like whenever we get that tour together, we're going to go down there, and that's probably the location.
I guess we have to. Jordan heard us say that to Stan on the Stan podcast when we said, like, oh, we'll bring you Stan and Dan to Texas. And then he texted me. It was like, are you really coming to Texas? Like, oh, we don't know yet, buddy. I'm sorry. Maybe. It's a maybe.
We got to let, life's got to happen for a little bit, but it has not escaped us. Similarly with the rewatch of episodes, which we're going to do after we got to hit some timeline beats here, and then we can do that sort of thing.
And we'll ever watch Freakazoid. Okay, 25 push-ups.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
24, 25, brother.
Ooh, yeah, we're going to wear Superman slippers when we watch this episode. I bought them at Ross yesterday, brother.
Oh, my God. Those do not look like they are official merch.
It is slightly off. Like you can see it doesn't look right. The tiniest little boop where the like S, it's like the S is too bold or something. But
even the Superman logo itself on the inside looks a little wonky.
Yeah, it's just
it's Temu.
James drew it in 6th grade and got close enough, kind of Superman symbol, but it's good for my feet. Superman.
Okay.
Now what?
Kara, have you heard the news? It's too horrible.
Is it about Clark?
See for yourself, dear.
The invaders came out of nowhere and struck without warning. Our forces were totally unprepared for the savage onslaught.
Let's go! Move out!
NATO's weapons, communications, and defense systems were all wiped out in a matter of minutes. But the biggest shock was the revelation of the invasion leader's identity. Superman.
Clark.
You know, Brian, when I can't do the podcast, I create James lookalike robots to eat hot dogs and run upstairs on the podcast for myself.
That makes so much sense.
So yeah, if you're ever
Holy
like,
shit.
oh man, this podcast episode's going poorly, it's because
Robot James.
It's Robot James.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Sorry to break that to you. Sometimes I just get brainwashed by Granny Goodness and forced to destroy planets.
I'm Granny Goodness.
It's me, Ed Asner. That's what she says. That's her famous catchphrase.
A little shocking that choice of voice acting.
You don't remember that from other episodes?
No, I don't. Jamie, it's been since June since we did any episode at all.
You don't remember this very memorable character? That's okay.
No, of course I don't. Why would I?
Little girl lost. She leads the female Furies.
I remember her. I don't remember her voice.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, sure do.
Please tell me what all the things that happened in Legacy Part 1. After the song.
If you're
okay.
wondering,
Not during?
what
No.
you just
Wait till it's over.
Synyap. Take a listen to
It's over now?
that synopsis.
Almost.
The short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Now.
Go.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. Sorry. That was Cooney Phoenix singing a song that they made years ago, and we keep being fucking assholes and talking during it.
If you want an untalked over version, listen to probably the last episode. I don't know.
Listen to this.
All right. So we open the episode. Well, there's a lot. There's a war going on between the open mouth bee old men. And is that what I called them?
You did. That's exactly right.
Fuck yeah.
I don't remember Granny Goodness's voice, but I remember open mouth bee old man.
Between them and the backwards talking praying mantis people. And
I don't have any tribs about that, but I forgot that was a thing, and I thought at first like, oh, they're in speaking backwards. Like I better run that. I got to run that through as something to flip it around. But I'm pretty sure they did the thing that my friends and I used to do in college, which is there was an app. Like a brand new app on the brand new thing called an iPhone, where you record yourself and then you play it backwards and hear what it sounds backwards. And then we would try to say that so then we could flip it around and hear it forward again, but it would always sound just slightly wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they say like, keep firing and like they've broken off their attack or something. Like it's barely not the right sentence. So they're clearly like doing that flip around thing.
wow. Okay.
And now I want to know like the all the different process steps. But anyway.
So there's a war going on. The open mouth bee old men beat the backwards talking. I just said it.
Praying mantis
people.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain.
They got an eye lasers man with them.
They sure do. There's a big robot dude, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here," without using words. He's like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm going to take over." And one of the praying mantises hands him a scepter, and he's like, "This is my scepter." And he takes his helmet off, and it's Superman.
It's Superman.
And Superman goes back to the Darkseid ship where everyone's hanging out, and he's like, "Hello, Papa, I'm Superman." And we're like, "Whoa, why are you doing that, Superman? Kal-El, what?" And then Darkseid's like, "Hey, you're going to have Earth. Happy birthday." And he's like, "Okay, but I'm having bad dreams." And big deep mouth Granny, deep mouth? Deep voice mouth?
I like it. No,
deep mouth Granny.
Big deep mouth.
She's like, "Oh, hey,
closed mouth deep old woman."
you're having weird dreams, Kal-El. Here, come sit on this like electroshock therapy table. I gotta say like all this stuff. I feel like it's pretty important. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, all your memories of things are wrong. You totally were a child under Darkseid, and now you're gonna take over Earth." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I believe that." Meanwhile, on Earth, Supergirl is piloting a robot Superman, try to convince people that Superman's still around. All this kooky shit's happening, including Superman running through several buildings because she fell asleep and the robot went awry because fucking so much, Jamie.
Yeah, keep going. You got it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Lex Luthor.
Thank you.
Pointing them in stupid ways.
Lex Luthor is like, got a controller and he's like overriding the Superman robot. He's like, "I knew it all along that this one wasn't real and you don't know where Superman is, and I'm gonna go talk to the army." So he goes talk to the army and they're like, "Let's blow up Superman." Superman gets to Earth and then they're like, "Let's blow up Superman." Anyway, don't worry about it. And they grab a rocket and they put it in a shoebox and it says like missile on the side and like
I
Crayola
want to
marker.
deliver this personally. It's a big penis-shaped a super soaker.
To me, it looks like...
Why did you need to bring that here by yourself?
It looks like a Sidewinder missile with like a green glowing tip inside a box. Like it's kind of... maybe I'm not imaginative. I don't know what like a Superman ending missile would look like.
Draw me a kryptonite missile child is basically it's what it looks like.
Draw me a missile that has enough green dye in it to change the color of Superman and Supergirl's outfits.
And skin and everything, yeah.
So while Superman is attacking a base, Supergirl's trying to stop him to some level of success. And Lois is like, fuck this, I'm gonna take it on myself. And then Superman's like, wait, Lois, I think I'm remembering things. And then the missile gets launched. Superman shoves her out of the way. He gets hit, and then Superman's like, or Lois is like, oh no, Superman, are you dead? And we get a close up of his maybe deadness
face
with green clothing.
It reminds me of those, there's like a, I don't know, viral ad or whatever going around right now where it's like for a coffee place and they're doing like, oh, we got this matcha drink, and it's just a guy getting like a handful of matcha powder. The guy gets like slapped the fuck out of his face with it, and it just creates this giant cloud of green everywhere. And then he delivers the rest of the ad in like this stunned green state, like, and while everyone's giggling in the background, trying not to lose their shit.
What?
That's what happened to Superman, is all I'm trying to say.
This is a thing.
It's yeah.
You're gonna have to find this ad and send it to me.
I guess so. I will. Yeah. Just imagine what I said. That's
I can imagine it
that
pretty well.
Yeah.
Imagine it's probably just like this episode.
I like that Lex Luthor. Let me tell you the official synopsis. and then we can get into all the things. Darkseid strips Superman of his memory and clothes and adopts him as a son in an effort to take over Earth. That's it.
Fuck, that was so much better than mine.
Yeah, you talked way too long.
There was just a lot going on.
There was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
We haven't had this much going on in a Superman episode in years.
You didn't even mention Martha Kent's eyeballs pointing different directions.
Oh yeah, Martha Kent's there talking to Supergirl, being like, "Where's
turn on the news?
Where's Calvin Klein?" And she's like,
"It's
"That's
Calvin
underwear."
Klein. He's here. He's back, but he's evil now." In some ways, Calvin Klein never left her. With Lex Luthor, two funny, weird things, I guess, is like, first of all, I always knew Superman the last several weeks or months or whatever was a robot, and I'm controlling him to prove this. I'm going to fly him through all of my buildings that I paid for.
Yeah, why? What? I thought when it was going on, which is a kind of a long scene of Superman just bouncing off of
that was probably the best part of
structures
the
and flying
episode.
through
Is just
trees. It is so funny.
Like a default video game posed Superman just blasting through walls and windows and stuff.
Art
it's really
pieces.
well animated. I believe the physics of all the just like like Superman
so
trying to fly
silly.
without doing any sort of pose at all. Yeah.
It's so silly though.
Yeah. How do the robots fly? We've been trying to figure out like how does Superman fly, and then suspend your disbelief. But then the robots are just robots. I don't know.
Oh my god, yeah. He needs to have like some like jet propulsion something.
Yeah, something.
Oh.
Whatever. Don't worry about it. It's Superman. It's
Yeah, okay.
Then Luthor also, I can tell from a mile away that this wasn't Superman. And then when evil Superman shows up, brainwashed evil Superman, he's like, what? Mercy's like, he's not, he's like, he's a different person. And Luthor just immediately goes like, yeah, I don't fucking care. Let's kill him. Like he doesn't even suspect that this maybe isn't Superman, or like, cause I this is the first time I've ever watched this where I thought, you know, we're watching through all the shows and everything, and we've had a couple of instances of like alternate universes and things like that, like alternate timelines and whatever. And I have a feeling that it would be easy to assume as a viewer, I don't know if this was your assumption at all, but like at the top when it's revealed, oh, what? That evil guy on the planet was Superman?
Yeah.
That like my brain, knowing that it is Superman, but my brain still went to like, oh, this is a different, you know, reality or whatever, where he was adopted by Darkseid instead of going to Earth or whatever.
Yeah.
And that could be a very easy thing to assume. And then the episode just hopes that you don't, I guess. Just hopes you go, what? I mean, it was evil.
So my experience was like, when we saw that it was Superman, I was like, okay, is this like a DNA thing? Like, is there a clone of Superman out there doing something? But then when we saw Darkseid, it was like, oh, this maybe isn't a clone of Superman out there doing something.
Yeah.
It was confusing.
Did you think it was Superman before he took his helmet off, or
No.
not? Okay.
Nope. I just thought it was some
Gotcha.
robot dude.
Yeah.
But as the episode went on, it became more apparent that it was like, oh no, this is actually Superman, but he's being mind controlled somehow. Maybe it's the suit. Oh, it's not the suit. Oh, it's the chair. Okay, they're electroshock therapying him.
Something that bothered me with the design of all the apocalypse stuff that hasn't really bothered me before is how like it probably reads better as like an original Jack Kirby comic book or something, and maybe it's just a symptom of the animated translation or something. But I feel like there's no consistent theme to Darkseid's style or whatever. Darkseid's like I don't know. I'm trying to compare with like, I don't know, Thanos or something in the Avengers. Like Thanos has a very specific style of armor, and then that's all the same type of armor is all over all his minions and all over all the big flying whale shit and all that kind of stuff. Versus
this is
like
random as hell.
Yeah, like everybody's. I mean, in some ways, it's fun. You know, all his the female
Disciples,
Furies and
all the names.
Calabac and all. Yeah, they're all in like colorful, regalia or whatever. I don't care about that so much. It was more just like, okay, so he both has big futuristic shiny metal cannon blasting spaceships. And like medieval wheel turning fire breathing dragons in the same army.
Yeah.
like Trojan horse dragon fire things. And
maybe they were adopted from some other, like they took over some other army.
That's a good point. It could be. Yeah.
Like, oh, these are good. We need some fucking dragons on our side.
After the opening scene, they stole all the cat praying mantises also. We have a giant metal cat. Now that's part of Darkseid's army also. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really that big a deal, but I just thought it was funny. Like it's just such an odd like assortment of things that Darkseid's whole deal is just so arbitrary or whatever. But as much as I feel like, I mean, it's so hard to judge this episode as part one only. For the listener that hasn't, necessarily caught up with everything that we've been doing so far, we watch both parts if they aired the same day. And in this case, a Batman Beyond episode aired between part one and part two. So controversial air date order, ahoy, we have to watch it this way. And there's just part one. I feel like Darkseid is still potentially the most like schemy, threatening he's been out of any of his appearances, but still he isn't really doing much. Like, oh no, he did an evil thing by making Superman evil.
Yeah, he like set Superman on Earth. Yeah,
but like, personally in this episode, he as an individual is still just stands around and goes, evil fire eyes at every commercial break. Like that's all he did this episode. And just to remind you, he's evil. So I don't know. I really want you to like Darkseid as a villain, and the show just continues to not like to like Darkseid. I need you to like Darkseid.
I love you to love Darkseid, but I don't, because he doesn't do anything.
Too much. Yeah.
Didn't I see him stand there?
I like how Calabac is technically in this episode. He said nothing. All he did was when Darkseid said, my son Superman, I love him so much, go have Earth. And then Calabac just kind of makes like a man kind of
I wanted Earth.
I'm Darkseid's son. Why doesn't he like me? I'm a big gorilla man.
He's like I don't even know what he is. He's like a giant dinner roll.
Hairy dinner roll, yeah. He dropped a dinner roll on the kitchen floor on accident.
Specifically in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Covered in there.
Max had just rolled all over the floor.
Oh my God. I'm proud to announce that the Boofs are entering their the end of their shedding phase. Yeah, they're in like phase 4. So I don't have to vacuum like twice a day anymore. I can vacuum like every other day.
The same thing in that scene where enjoy the fruits of your victory as all the ladies are crowding around Superman. And Calabac's reaction is also kind of like, I wanted to fuck the ladies, god damn it. Like, why does Superman? I also almost wanted Calabac to like mess up the whole thing by like, this isn't fair. Like, you just brainwashed him. I've been your son my entire life. And then Superman just, what was he talking about? And beat them all up.
I was kind of hoping that it was going to be a Supergirl and Lex team up, because I was like, oh, that would really throw the viewer for an emotional loop.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But no, just a Sidewinder missile through a shoebox.
Just Lex being Lex, yeah.
Lexi, why you do that?
Do you, as much as you didn't remember Granny Goodness, did you remember General Hardcastle at all?
Yeah.
The guy, he was in one other episode, the Promethean, where I don't trust that alien. I'm the guy that says that. I don't trust the alien.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
my one line
I mean, he
essay.
was literally the general in our meme TikTok, right?
Nope.
Oh, was that Batman?
That was Batman.
Fuck.
Yeah. So Brian's not retaining any of this.
It's so hard, Jamie.
There's a lot of
It's
stuff.
so
There's a lot
hard.
of stuff.
First time viewer.
There are many things that you are retaining and that stick out to you, and I'm still very happy about those things.
Okay.
Bullock, Clayface, like that's fine. That all works for me.
So
Bullock and Clayface,
what episode was Hardcastle in?
The Promethean.
Which was the first Darkseid episode.
Nope. It was big Rockman duct taped to an
Oh
asteroid.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then
Shit.
General Hardcastle is leading the military to destroy it, and Superman's like, "Stop! He'll get more powerful if you shoot him." Actually,
So Hardcastle is just like the I'm not saying it's alien guys, but instead of doing History Channel interviews, he shoots missiles.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, fuck yeah, okay, I got it now.
Aliens.
I'm not saying it's missiles.
Oh, yeah. When they showed the military base, they had two of those Mad Stand bubble guns outside ready to shoot missiles.
Did.
Off of it. Yeah.
But Superman was in a rip and throw kind of mood, so they didn't last
He
very
was,
long.
Yeah. There are a couple like actual funny moments in this. We talked about the robot just flying around crashing into stuff.
Almost nothing has been funnier than that in the world.
Yeah, you said this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in these or something like that.
Well, they just spent minutes animating an autopiloted Superman flying through buildings and through like rich people's art pieces of Superman.
That was good.
And
I
trees
hope you got
and cars.
you kept your receipt.
Hope
or
you
whatever,
kept your
yeah.
receipt.
Oh, the painting. Yeah.
My God.
I think I noticed for the first time in that too that in that party as they're panning across all the guests, that I'm pretty sure Arthur Reeves from Mask of the Phantasm, who was the like councilman. I hate Batman. He's a menace to the town, and I got slicked back black hair, and I get Joker-fied in the movie.
I don't
whatever.
remember him. I'm
he was in
sorry.
the party. It's okay. I think he was
Okay.
there in the party. He was a main character in that film that you like.
No. No.
Let's see. What other things doesn't Brian remember?
Oh my God.
Do you remember the boom tubes that they came through? The big white
Yes.
portal things?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
How can you forget a thing like Boom Tube? I mean, I
I
could,
don't know, man.
but
you
how could
remembered
I?
Open Mouth B, old man. Yeah.
See? I'm not all 80.
We're almost halfway through the podcast, and Brian's memory of anything that we've watched will just compoundedly get worse and worse.
Dude, I honestly think so. I mean, we're 184 episodes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've probably seen hundreds of named characters.
Yeah. Why
Some
don't you
of them
remember
repeating.
everything I remember?
Because I have a life outside of this podcast.
I don't think so. Do you remember Joey the Snail and
Joey
he
the
was in Batman the
Snail?
Animated Series, yeah. And Spider Conway.
I remember Spider Conway.
Yeah.
We made Spider-Man jokes.
We did make Spider-Man jokes. Let's talk about the cast of this episode before we get too far. Tim Daly as Superman / Clark Kent. I will say everyone except the last person in this is a returning voice actor.
Okay.
Dana Delaney as Lois Lane. Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. Michael Ironside as Darkseid. Nicole Tom as Supergirl. 2 words in the credits for some reason.
Hell yeah.
Charles Napier as General Hardcastle. As a reminder, he's the
Jack
guy in
Napier.
Austin Powers that goes, feed my fish, not too much. I'm off to London, England. That guy.
Yeah,
That's General
yeah.
Hardcastle. Did you make a joke and I didn't hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. David Kaufman as Jimmy Olsen. Lisa Edelstein as Mercy Graves. Shelley Fabre, I think, as Martha Kent. Ed Asner as Granny Goodness. Diane Michelle as Lashina. Diane Delano as Stampa. Andrea Martin as Mad Harriet. Those are all the female furries. And Robert David Hall as Reporter.
As another one of the female furries. It's fine.
Yeah, as Calabac Grunting. Previously, he was additional voices in Heart of Ice, news anchor in Prototype, and reporter in Mean Seasons, the Calendar Girl episode.
Okay.
And that's it. Those are all the cast members. The end of episode, we're done with the podcast.
Okay, cool. Check in next week where I won't remember my name.
Don't worry about it. I only have 2 trivs.
I need you to have more than 2 trivs
from this episode are from part 2. Most of the interesting trivs are in part 2.
That sounds about right.
One of them I don't even fully agree with. The newscaster mentions Superman's battle against NATO forces, but the tattered flag uses the emblem of the United Nations. Whatever, man.
NATO
Wouldn't
nations?
that be an applicable flag? I don't know. I don't know NATO shit. And the other one is
not everybody in the UN is in NATO, right?
I don't know. Is it a square rectangle situation?
No,
I guess no.
Just different organizations.
Well, whatever. Footage from the scene in My Girl in which Mr. Elon blows a vat of hot lead off its support is reused when Superman blasts his way through the palace wall of the alien invaders.
Yeah, I called
invaded aliens. Yeah, you said that as it happened. He's starting to notice the explosions, but he doesn't remember Granny Goodness. Footage
Who's Granny Smith?
Footage from where there's smoke when Volcana blasts Superman with a fireball in the parking lot is reused several times. When the parademons, those are the open-mouthed beard men, are blasting the aliens in the beginning, during Superman's dream when he's blasted by Superman's real version, and then when Supergirl blows up Lex Luthor's control, and finally when the military start bombarding Apocalypse's invasion front. And we'll have more reused explosions in part 2 because I had to go in and erase them from the trivs because I forgot to do that. I was like, oh, wait, I didn't see which ones were from part 2 and erased those before we were about to record.
Wow. Good save.
Keen effects in this episode.
Keen.
Well, I had one that stood out to me.
Okay, what was it?
It was the Kirby crackle.
Yeah,
when
he's getting brain blasted.
What was it when he was getting brain blasted?
There's some surrounding Apocalypse when the baby rockets go in there too.
In the flash. What would you call a flashback that's been like manipulated?
Fake back.
A fake back?
My name is Pat Back. I liked in the very opening shot when the Apocalypse ships are approaching the cat praying mantis planet. Mm-hmm. There's like...
You can just call them the mantis people.
Cat-tis? There's explosions on the planet that looked cool. They're just like dots of light turning on and off to represent explosions, but it was still keen.
Yeah.
I do like the lighting in the like dream he's having where there's Lois and Jimmy and people and he's fighting the real Superman. And then that Superman just like fucking obliterates him, like just murders him.
Which I'm guessing is going to be a bit of foreshadowing.
I don't know, man.
I do. Okay.
What do you think? How? In what way?
I think Superman is going to remember who he is because of the people that he loves being in danger.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant foreshadowing that a second Superman will come murder him.
Oh, murder him. Yeah. Obviously, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
Hardcastle. He's the general.
Hardcastle.
Save some time.
He's the general from Batman the Animated Series. You remember him.
Yeah.
Just like Granny Goodness is fucking, oh God,
Who's she fucking?
Roland Daggett, who's also Ed Asner. I'm trying to think of any other keen effects in the episode. I think there were some that I thought, I should make sure I talk about that. And there was just a lot of events happening instead that were clogging my brain.
Right. So hard to remember things, isn't it, Jamie?
It is kind of hard to remember some stuff that I just watched. No, I was kidding.
It is surprisingly difficult to do a Synyop.
Yeah. I mean, when we're watching it and you're having to, this is not like a fresh opinion. We've been doing this 184 times now, but where you have to watch the episode and just watch it, but also then remember every single frame of what you just watched or try to.
And I don't know that I'm getting better or worse, but it is challenging to like pay attention, not joke too much. Remember existing characters, try to remember their names, but not try to remember their names to the extent that I'm going to not be paying attention to what's going on screen.
Right, yeah. Like, okay, he said General Hardcastle. Let me remember that. And then 5 minutes of the episode have passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there's no CGI in this, I don't think. So we can move on. From the Fandom Optimists podcast, it's Jordan Blumen's Musical Minute.
Hey, music.
I thought I'd start saying what podcasts these people host because why not? Free advertisement. Probably not free. They'll probably pay money because we just did push-ups for Jordan. Okay, here it is.
Now over to the Musical Minute. Recorded from work because I forgot last night. It's fine.
Good.
It was nice to get back to the orchestral stuff after spending a lot of time with Batman Beyond. I really liked this kind of a recurring leitmotif around the evil Superman stuff, and I like that they resisted the urge to just make it a minor key version of the Superman theme, since they already used an inverted Superman theme for Bizarro. It's its own thing, and it's very kinetic and dramatic. I thought that was cool. I don't have a lot to say about like the deeper meaning of anything or any particular melodies beyond that, but the music was very good at presenting that sense of ominous, imminent doom kind of stuff. Things are bad now. Also, really good use of, I don't know, for lack of a better comparison, like when you ride Spaceship Earth at Epcot, and they're talking about the history of the world, and it's very ethereal music playing when Granny is telling Superman his fake new history. I thought that was kind of clever. Never apologize for loving your fandom, and try to stay optimistic.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
The very good point that we should have mentioned already is, like just orchestral music instead of the Batman Beyond stuff. It just, in general, the going back to a Superman vibe after so many Batman Beyond episodes was like a little bit of a smack in the face or whatever.
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, not in a bad way. I think like in some ways I do miss the Batman Beyond music and vibe and everything is like very cool, and we've been enjoying it a lot. But every once in a while getting another taste of like a Batman or a Superman episode randomly is like, oh yeah, I forgot that this used to be our entire experience with this was horns and strings and stuff. Yeah, the whole like ba, 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 trumpet thing whenever Superman
we're like dancing in our seats a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and then when he's flying through, when the robot's flying through the air, and there was like a trilling like trumpet motif thing happening while he's flying around. We're just dancing like, whoa, cool groove, man.
When was the last time we heard some brass?
Well, there was that trumpeter credited in that recent Batman Beyond episode that we have no idea where he was, but
right.
I agree. I thought that too when evil Superman first shows up. I mean, of course, they couldn't just play a evil Superman theme and not give away the reveal or whatever, but I did think that was nice that they chose a different thing instead of just being like, it's Superman, whatever. What? It's just slightly wrong or whatever.
Slightly wrong, Superman.
Yeah, Superman. It's just way too,
It's really flat.
They just play the Superman theme, but someone's sitting over on the end of the keyboard tilting up and down that pitch bending wheel. Shirley Walker. Yeah. We have a couple of segments in the Superman episode that we haven't done for quite a while.
Yeah.
We have Superman's powers. Did he have any new powers or weaknesses in this episode? I don't think he did. It was pretty standard Superman stuff, even when he was robot evil apocalypse guy.
Yes. Did the missile have like a biohazard sticker on the side of the shoebox?
I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. I was too busy looking at the green tip and going, That was an unkeen thing, was Lex Luthor pulls up in his limo and opens up the back seat, and then
there's just like a missile like
trunk
hanging out in the trunk.
Well, first he opens up the trunk, and the like glow effect near the camera is just like kindergartner draws explosion, like spikes of green coming out of the back. And then when it cuts to the actual missile, there's like a legitimate glow effect on the tip, whatever the fuck that's called. What are you doing?
I'm looking up this missile.
Oh, you're looking to see if there's a biohazard?
Yeah, because it's something that really kind of like...
I guess radiation, it probably would. Yeah.
Yeah, but like...
Matcha missile?
So my thought is that like kryptonite doesn't affect normal people, right?
Yeah, well, kind of. They're not like that, I guess, because Lois Lane was like right there next to it, and she's fine. Nothing could have survived that. Not even Lois Lane being pushed 4 feet out of the way.
Yeah, it's the green glow is kind of really something. It is a radio. Oh,
it does have. Yeah, okay,
symbol.
yeah.
Which is it?
So the only hint we've gotten of this was in World's Finest, Alfred is bringing Batman like a book about the dragon statue that Joker has that's made of kryptonite. And he's like, ever since it was carved in China nearly 30 years ago,
I remember
it's
this.
passed through several owners, all of whom died prematurely. Like it's like okay, so all those people that had the statue for a lengthy amount of time in their homes or whatever, like died from that. So theoretically, it can affect normal people, but it's not the same way that when Superman just like stands near it or whatever.
Okay.
Ow, a rock. I'm having 20 years of radiation in one moment.
Well, actually, here's a thing. How radioactive can it be if Lex Luthor was just like, it's not in a sealed case?
Yeah, he's just opened
it's just
the box.
in the trunk.
Yeah.
Of his car directly behind him because he's not driving.
Well, maybe he's not. Maybe he doesn't realize it. Oh, he put the logo
but
thing
he put
on
the
it.
logo thing on it. So that's what I'm saying. There's
Yeah.
kind of a plot hole here.
Don't go near this unless you're. Oh, fuck. He's I'm right here.
I was up all night inventing this. Wait a minute.
Yeah. I thought I'd deliver this personally. Oh, shit.
You don't want to stand next to it for too long.
Yeah.
Otherwise, fuck.
Cancer. Yeah. Yeah, but does this affect Superman's powers and weaknesses?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he did normal Superman stuff the whole time. The power to,
I guess you could say like
have bad dreams.
He's susceptible to the color changing missile, something like that.
Yeah, the matcha missile. I'm trying to find where kryptonite is on our list because obviously it's here somewhere. Okay, there we go. Proscenophobia. That's right.
Oh yeah!
I'm gonna do slash matcha missile on this kryptonite missile legacy milk like something milkman.
Oh, you're so good
okay,
at that.
that's it for that. Thank you. I do good jokes. How strong is Superman 1 through 10 in this episode?
He's ripping apart tanks.
Yeah.
God's pretty strong.
He theoretically led the charge on many planet taking over / destroying missions or whatever, and
you don't have to be strong for that.
Yeah, I guess so, but he didn't die. He's Darkseid's favorite son.
Yeah, that's true.
I like when the whole thing of like, shoving Lois Lane only a few feet away. I guess if he pushed harder, it'd be like, it was way earlier in in this podcast when we had Dylan on for the first Toyman episode. Mm-hmm. All those little toy planes are flying through the park, shooting at everybody. Lois grabs his shirt sleeve as he's running away and like pulls him back down. And we're like, how the fuck does she do that, Superman? It's the same thing here. Where like, he's like, Lois, you're going to die. And from him, he must just go like, like lightly tap her in order to, otherwise he just poof, and like supersonic slam her halfway across the country. Oh shit.
I would love to see a variation where he like shoves her and it's just like the Wile E. Coyote like cloud outline of Lois and it slowly like fades away and she's just like evaporated or something.
She's just a pile of blood dots all over the ground.
Oh no. Jamie, my crows are begging for food, but we're podcasting. Man. What do I do?
That's more interesting than Stranger Things.
That's way more interesting than Stranger Things, which I have a slightly higher opinion of having finished season 1.
Season 1. Okay. The payoff is a little good for all the stuff, I suppose.
Emphasis on a little things. Good.
Okay. Well, keep going. I'll give him a 8.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a lower. Oh, sorry. Give him 8 what?
Well, yeah, I gotta do the thing. 8 smiley face helicopter doors on the side of a mountain out of 10. Did you notice the big smiley face door?
No.
It's the scene when Luthor, you first see General Hardcastle, and Luthor's like, ever since Superman first appeared, we've started this thing that we've never shown on the show
Project
before.
Achilles or something?
Yeah, you got it. And then on the side of the mountain, there's just like a big smiley face where the helicopter flies into its mouth. It eats the helicopter. You should also look at that on your laptop.
I should rewatch that. Holy shit.
Out of 10.
That's great. I'm going to go, as previously mentioned, I'm going to go for 6. Mm-hmm. 6 rounds of electrocution to reorient your memory. Up to 10.
I guess along my what's Darkseid's military's theme or whatever, like his stuff's theme is like there's also a big medieval chair and then like a cup and ball come down from the ceiling and tap him on the head. Like it's like a colander or something.
Yeah. It's one step above tinfoil.
Yeah. Don't worry. We have a goblet that we're going to put on your head.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Where's Clayface?
Pile of rubble at the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks in this.
A lot
I
of
was trying to
rocks in
think of
this
a not
episode.
rock thing. He's the hot dog that Superman robot eats. And
oh my God.
Supergirl managing to somehow control Superman's entire body with just her hands. Like, I don't quite get how that works. Although I think that was the keen thing I was trying to think of was I appreciated that when she's controlling the robot running away from Lois, then you cut back to her feet running, and she's obviously using some sort of like flying, floating power to like run in place like a treadmill. That was just
that was,
neat, I guess.
man, she did the best version of the Running Man ever.
Yeah. She could moonwalk with
insane. Moon run. She was moon jogging.
What were you gonna say though? You were saying something.
Oh, it was a Clayfaceism.
This is Clayfaceism. Clayfaces. We've been Clayfaces this whole time trying to tell you where he is.
Oh, he
just looks like everything.
He was the artwork that got Superman and blasted to pieces.
He's the woman who bought the artwork.
Yeah.
So he's really getting into the role. Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's time for the Balderarchy.
He's bald, I'm bald, we're all bald. But who's the baddest bald of all? It's James and Brian's final call. The Balderarchy.
It's been so long.
I know, it really has.
Wow.
We have several options. We have Lex Luthor, of course. Darkseid, of course.
Of course.
I would say, I think we maybe gave it to Calabac sometime because he was very balding. Like he has a really receding, awful hairline. There's also General Hardcastle. We've seen him with his hat off, I believe, who does not have hair on the top of his head.
Bald boy.
And then the like cat people, aliens, although they're not bad guys. So I guess it doesn't count. Cat people.
I'm going to say Darkseid is the baddest of the bald.
Okay. Even though Lex Luthor did more like evil things. I keep saying like, oh, Darkseid didn't do anything, even though he commanded the brainwashing. He didn't personally brainwash Superman. But
that's the thing. I'm thinking he's responsible for all this stuff. Like Lex is like, he's not a good guy, but he didn't like, I mean, he sent Superman through some buildings and destroyed some artwork. And then he hit Superman and Lois Lane and Supergirl with a missile. But I still think that like Darkseid is, he's done more bads.
Well, I'm excited for next podcast, next Superman podcast episode anyway, because we get to finally choose a winner of the Balderarchy. And we'll have some bald people with us to help us.
Is that a spoiler?
That's a little tease for you. I was going to say before we move on is, do you have any like predictions for what would happen in part 2 of this? And do you have any thoughts on how Superman became like brainwashed in the first place? Because we will get both of those things in part 2.
I'm going to guess that Superman went to confront Darkseid about something, and he got like kryptonite or held in place or something, and then they got him like, unless he was
Here, Superman, put this colander on your head.
Yeah.
It will sign the peace treaty.
I was wondering though, like he would also, if not being tricked into that situation, I think he would willingly go if it meant that Earth was safe, and he thought that was sincere.
And then Darkseid's like, just kidding, I'm Darkseid, I'm a bad guy.
Whoa, I'm a bad guy, big dummy butt. Go fight some praying mantis people.
Okay. Well, I guess you should probably leave off any further predictions of what happens next.
We got to do that
we'll have to do that for that episode. Yeah. From the Movies to Watch Before You Die podcast, it's Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Pollock.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
This is the best voice. This is the best acting ever.
It's time for the week from Dylan Pollock on Legacy Part 1, or Injustice Way Before Injustice. Oh, so it looks like there's a new guy working for Darkseid. He's taking off his mask and, whoa, it's Superman? He's working for Darkseid? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. I guess over the next 20 to 40 minutes we'll learn about how this is possibly taking place. My goodness gracious. All right, enough of that.
Thank
so
you.
Clark is totally, he's stripping the Furies, right?
Yeah.
We're getting that vibe.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not going to get bogged down in that. Let's talk about Clark's nightmare, which is super cool. The conflict of the missing people and his identity. It makes me think about how we supposedly can't make faces in our dreams. We just see faces that we've seen before. Speaking of things we've seen before, the show's intro, I like how they redo it and just update it for Superman being adopted by Darkseid, where we kind of see him with like Grady Goodness and on Apocalypse and stuff. It was cool. Also, when the robot is out there malfunctioning, I love that there are citizens of Metropolis who just think that Superman is sleep flying the way people sleepwalk, and he's out accidentally destroying the city, but they're like, well, he does a lot of saving too. Maybe we shouldn't wake him up. Maybe we shouldn't even try. You know, let him get his rest. But you two can't rest until you answer the question of the week.
Okay.
If we had some of the heroes or villains we met so far in the DCAU team up to try to save the world from Superman, who's going to do the most damage? Does Parasite get hands on him, or Metallo, or maybe Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern? Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Ooh, they did rush through the like, this already happened off screen. I'm a reporter. Superman showed up with all the guys and destroyed all of our militaries. And it was like, whoa, okay. Like, why didn't any other hero we've met like show up to be like, hey, fucking don't do that? Yeah.
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Some would call that a plot hole.
They're all asleep flying somewhere. Yeah. Maybe Dr. Fate would probably do the most damage to Superman because magic hurt him.
That's smart.
And Batman would just die instantly.
No,
he'd throw a couple bombs. Yeah, he'd fly away.
I feel like Batman could figure it out.
If he had prep time.
Also, like...
I deduced that Superman was gone. Also, I'm also smart. He says he's standing in LexCorp.
What would the Flash do? Just run from him.
He'd run fast. Yeah.
God, Dr.
He would
Fate's
like put
really
out fires or something. I don't know.
Clayface. What if Clayface turned into kryptonite?
Yeah. Can you do that? I guess he could turn into like metal and stuff. That is an interesting like idea that Clayface, like when he turns into something, it's still technically like a clay thing.
Does it look
right?
like him, or does it take on the like chemical?
Like, oh, I made a
properties.
kryptonite looking block, but it's still just me. It's still Clayface.
Poison Ivy. Because she'd like figure out a way to.
I guess if we're just talking about anybody, I was only thinking of like Superman guest stars, but yeah,
okay.
If I'm saying Dr. Fate, then I guess like Etrigan or whatever could also probably fuck him up with some sort of magic-y shit. That's just where my brain goes, is like there's a lot of powerhouses, Green Lantern, you know, whatever, but if Superman's in a fully brainwashed, using his powers to their maximum kind of state or whatever, they're probably not strong enough to fuck him up. So they'd need some sort of thing that hurts him. And of course, Lex Luthor knows that and goes the kryptonite route, the easy route. But there's guys that can do other things too.
Fucking Lobo!
Yeah, he just rides up on his space hog.
Oh,
hey, you fragging losers or whatever.
I need that. Oh my god, I need a Mad Stan Lobo team up against Superman.
Yeah, I mean Lobo probably survives to the Batman Beyond time. He's probably slow aging or something.
Yeah,
that'd be a good crossover.
Fuck yeah.
Was this episode
books or hip hop?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Mm-hmm. Are we putting this on the top 10 of Superman episodes?
Oh, well, let me go look at that list.
Now, here's my caveat for this. I think this is something that Dylan's been trying to get me to do the entire podcast.
Part 1, part 2.
I think what I'd like to do, like starting now, or maybe I don't know. You can help me decide this. I think what we did before is we've been putting it on there as either part 1 or part 2, depending on if it's separated, like we've explained. But if it's like a part 2 changes the placement, if you combine them, then you move it around. So I guess like, I don't know if Legacy part 1 on its own is better than any of the ones that are on our top 10. But then when we get to Legacy Part 2, we can decide if that by itself or makes both of them, whatever.
I think we need to solidify this now, because I'm looking at your list has 2, 3, 1 through whatever options and 1 just Part 2. So we need to lock that down, because the Main Man Part 1, does that bring down Main Man Part 2? Are
if
we
you
linking?
combined them, yeah. I mean, we could also just have it. It's our own podcast. We do whatever the fuck we want. We could make it be after Superman's over, since we've only got one more Superman episode now.
Yeah.
That we change the rule to that or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's figure it out.
We will, but not right now, because that's all the things we do. When I said this feels like an ending, are you getting that sort of vibe so far?
Totally.
Of this is the final episode kind of.
It's also been a good episode.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of pissed off, because I feel like Superman has been so. It's been. I don't mind the waiting. It's just that Superman's been so up and down. The good ones are great, and the rest of them are just so uninteresting for whatever reason. And I don't want to be that guy, but
yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of the goofier stuff, the less take it seriously stuff is in Superman.
I suppose.
Even in this episode, we didn't talk about it at all. There's a weird little Yeti boy running around the Fortress of Solitude.
Right.
It's never been introduced before. Why is that there?
Okay. I saw that and I was like, is that a little pig Yeti? Is he, is this a thing? And I was like,
you hairy ape or whatever.
Well, I assumed it was, I just assumed it was something like she's on another planet or whatever, wherever she is, this is fine. And then she flies out of this Fortress of Solitude. And I'm like, wait the fuck a second.
Yeah.
What is going on with this dude?
I assume it must be one of the things that's in his zoo, but they've never established this thing or why is it out? Why?
These are the questions.
It's for the kids. We got to make a little pig boy action figure.
It was like a reject. It was a reject character that some place was manufacturing. Quick, put him in the show. We could make millions.
We have a Superman character now. Well, it's the Ham Predator in winter clothing. I realized every time that we've had the Ham Predator pop up, I edit in the sound effects every time.
I'm sorry. And why would you edit in something that's already there?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point. But let's just pretend for a second that I do that. I thought, why would I do that? Why don't I just add it to the soundboard? I had this epiphany in the shower of why the fuck have I not done that? Then I could say it and just press the button like anything else. But he's just here. He's always here. So I never thought about it because he's in the room with me. So it doesn't matter. But let's hear what other people have to think of. Legacy Part 1 in the mail segment. Then I'll tell Brian the name of the next episode. It's Batman Beyond. He tries to guess what it's about.
Yeah. That yacht had one small extra yacht. Put it over.
We drop
What we drop?
our weekly yachts
Oh yeah, those.
into the comment box. First, there sure was a lot.
Now Jamie's mad.
Too bad we're all
At least I am.
just Dylan Pollock.
That was technically in the chord, but it didn't sound right. That's weird. Why didn't that sound right? If you want to reach out to us like the Fire Hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, you can send a short-ass email, an email for your ass, or a 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com, or leave a comment on today's episode on YouTube or Spotify, but please don't spoil anything past this episode for Brian.
Jimmy,
I get to do that.
Did we get a good amount of Bat-Wags?
We did get a good amount of Bat-Wags.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that. Not everybody did a Bat-Wag, which was a little disappointing. But there were several Bat-Wags and then several responses of sup Bat-Wag to each Bat-Wag. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah. That's all that I really needed to happen.
Oh, that's amazing.
We can make them do anything we want. This time coming up.
I'm going to press my watch.
Yeah. I'll hear it and I'll Bat-Wag. This is from, if you know what I'm saying, this is from Eric LeBeau, Legacy Part 1, or The Isolation Gets Me Again. Sorry, I sent last week's email before I heard you guys ask about Japan. It's been hella fun. I should be on my penultimate, that means second to last, day by the time this podcast goes up.
Wow.
Here's the voice message.
Dr. Wrestler Farmer Wrestling Official Yopton, please tell me the Baldarchy's going to be okay. Tell me it isn't serious.
I'm afraid it's reaching the end of its life. I'm sorry. How long do we have?
Well, not factoring any unknown hiatuses, I'd say only 2 weeks.
Balderarchy. No, I just can't believe this. It's been 2 years and now all of a sudden it's leaving us. It's like a kryptonite-tipped warhead hit me right in the heart and made it all minty green colored. I don't know if I'll be able to keep calm or Yop on.
God, what? It's so depressing.
Oh my God.
People were responding to last week's, Balderarchy's in the emergency room thing with like, oh, you gotta like keep it in for other shows or whatever. And I have been missing. There's not like a extra zany, stupid segment in the Batman Beyond episodes. Like we just have the normal stuff, like Batman's usefulness and books or hip hop. All the normal things.
Yeah,
but like
you need something a little more unhinged. Is that what it is?
I guess so. But we're halfway through Batman Beyond and we haven't been doing an extra thing for that.
Well,
so
we can make it happen.
That's true. We can figure it out. Submit your ideas, listeners, Batwags, to for what we should put into Batman Beyond, if anything. This is from Kale. Hello, Jim Polian the First and Brickxander the Great. Sorry, I've been away so long. I've been triple checking to ensure that my sister hasn't been able to get into this email address again. And as she has not contacted you in some time, I feel confident that I can contact you as normal once more.
Sweet.
Size, a baseball by the looks of it. Color, radioactive weapons grade green. Current location, blown to bits. Previously from... How come the military seems to have no problem getting their hands on kryptonite whenever they want, but I can't source a single shard for the museum? Goes to show you where this country's priorities are. Mad Stan is right. Vibe, I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden. Until next time, Kale, founder, curator, and director of operations at the Kryptonite Preservation Society. Thank you, Kale. It has been a while because there's not been kryptonite. So
wow, yeah. Some would say since June.
I know. Well, probably not even then because
6
I don't think there was
months.
kryptonite in that episode.
Oh, really?
So it was probably before that.
Oh my God.
Comic Banana Man says, okay.
Okay.
I don't know why it's comic now.
Why
but
not?
I'll roll with it. Yeah, why not? Lenola Cola had also said, hell yeah, we have the B word pass, which that's nice. They also wrote in, Tug on the Super Cape, the Milkman gets a 2-parter, part 1. The penultimate, that means second to last episode of S-Test Legacy Part 1, a.k.a. Brave New Metropolis, but for real this time. Zack Snyder takes notes on how to do a Darkseid-aligned Superman. This episode is retroactively dedicated to Yopton Legacy Milkman Allen Part 1. Given all the troubles S-Test has with hooking Brother Broderick from time to time, I just hope that this episode at least showcases the strengths of the show.
Yeah.
I know I didn't have much trouble getting into the story of Superman doing Darkseid's bidding and how his family, friends, and enemies react to this. I will say that the action is probably the best it's been on S-Test in a long while, and we finally have shell ejections from the show again.
Ooh.
This time on the UN soldiers' guns. I'll get back to y'all faster than the baby Wampa / Yeti snatching Supergirl's pizza till we yop again. Hey, he stole that Supergirl's pizza.
I want Supergirl's pizza.
I know.
See, unlike you who ate right before, I forgot to.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's fine.
Calvin says, hello, James and Brian. Can't think of a new remix name this week. That's okay. Everybody has to come up with stuff all the time. Here's a voicemail for Yoppie Mail. You guys had the question last week of how exactly Spellbinder was able to fake Mad Stan's death to the entire GCPD, so I thought I would try to come up with a solution in a way.
How did Spellbinder trick the GCPD into thinking Mad Stan was dead? This question will be rationalized and answered tonight on Unsolved Yops. On Saturday, January 22nd, 2000 at 9 a.m., the supervillain known as Spellbinder somehow faked the Batman, killing beloved political commentator Stanley Mad Stan Lebowski. But how? As previously seen, Spellbinder's illusions are known to simulate not only sights, but senses such as smell, taste, and most importantly, touch. With this level of mental manipulation coming from his ball, Spellbinder could theoretically fake the feeling of no pulse when the one cop felt Mad Stan. He could also trick coroners into believing they had just tagged and bagged Mad Stan at the morgue, leaving the real Mad Stan to be put into VR chat in Spellbinder's garage. Tune in next week where we answer more of the mysteries that surround the world of the DCAU on Unsolved Yops.
I love
Please
this.
do this more
I
stupid.
love this. Oh my God.
I feel like, I did forget that aspect of his powers, and that does explain all those things. So that's really nice. I think I'm torn now because there's also like a bit where Spellbinder was just walking around invisibly in the morgue and like switching off light switches and stuff like that. And they didn't explain that, but when you see it, Spellbinder is like, oh, of course, he was there being invisible. And so I'm glad that they didn't be like, so that's why the alarm went off for the kids, like we were talking about before. Like, but I almost wish they had. So that's how he tricked the police into feeling no pulse on a man that wasn't dead or whatever. It's okay. It's okay.
I really do love that explanation, though.
Yeah. Terry, when he's like diving off a building, but he thinks he's diving into the water. I could almost smell the water. And we're like, what does that mean?
Haven't you smelled water before, Jamie?
I think so. This is from Just Mask Does Wrestling. Not caught up yet, but trust me, it's important.
Guys, okay, look, I know I said I wouldn't send any future correspondence until I caught up to current day, but this is really, really important. You said in episode 47, Harvey, not Bullock, Harley and Ivy, the song, if you knew the song to write into the podcast, that was Sweetness by Jimmy Eat World. I love that song. I had to write in. That's not important. That has nothing to do with the episode. There's a really loud truck in the background. This is really important. Okay, bye, guys.
I don't know what song you mean. That's also something I should have put on the soundboard a long time ago. Yeah, we figured that out immediately.
Literally pulled one of those out. I think this last week, maybe it was the week prior.
It's really easy to do. And I like how when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh, what was our original joke with that? Oh, yeah, I was pissing blood.
Yep. It sure
like,
was.
Maybe,
which is one of the more uncomfortable things we've ever done this podcast, I think.
Is piss blood, yeah. LexCorp Cares, thrilling LexCorp proposal. Sent while saving humanity.
Hey there, it's your old pal here at LexCorp. I know it's been a second, but I am so excited to tell you about our new business plan. You see, we have recently, through fully legal means, come into possession of about 5, maybe 7 exact one-to-one replicas of the Man of Steel himself, and for $200 an hour, he can be yours. Yeah, that's right. You can rent this Superman out for any purpose at all. You can bring him to a business meeting, a tea party. You can have him read your erotic werewolf fan fiction aloud. You can do anything you want with him. I am legally required to say you can't fuck him. I've gotten a lot of email requests about fucking the Superman, and please don't fuck him. It's really unsettling that the emails went up after Superman started invading the planet. I don't know what that says about us as a people. But anything else you want, you can bring him to birthday parties, you can bring him to weddings, you can bring him to funerals. Once again, you can't fuck him. Please stop emailing me about this. But if you want it for anything else, you can go rent this Superman. $200 an hour, and he's yours. Bye.
He can fly, but he doesn't have holes.
Is this a morally
werewolf erotica?
Is this morally we can't fuck him, or physically we can't? Because
I think both. I hope both. This is from Kyle, Legacy Part 1.
Kyle!
I find this episode incredibly interesting. It's been very rare for a Superman episode not to happen chronologically. I'm very curious to see how disorienting it was for Brian to have the episode begin in the middle of the story. Was this more enjoyable, given how we see Superman as a villain? At the time, there weren't nearly as many stories told with this as the main idea. The Canadian listener, Kyle Naranya. Yeah, that's like a very like overdone thing these days. It's like, oh, it's Superman, but he's evil. And at the time this came out, it wasn't that popular of an idea. Is that something that helped you enjoy the episode, or was it just an interesting idea?
I don't think it was the idea itself that made it more enjoyable, but it was just a good episode.
Yeah. I mean, not seeing like how he got that way or whatever is a little bit better, I think, than
a little in media res. What?
Res?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Look at that. Brain powers.
Granny goodness.
I think what makes it more interesting is that like we have so many, most of the episodes are like, oh, well, how is this bad guy going to hold a candle to Superman? And, now we have like, okay, well, Superman's the baddie. How's the world going to handle that? Like, that's just it. I don't know. It's good writing.
It's also, like I'm saying, I think it's better that we jump in the middle because you could start the episode. It's more they're more like intriguing of like, oh, what happened? Instead of like, and here we are on a perfectly beautiful sunny day in Metropolis yet again. And Superman is here. And then a guy shows up and the thing and like they spend the whole episode doing that instead of just like, we got more important stuff to get to. This happened somehow and we're just going to go with this or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
well, it'd be interesting too, because like, you know, you led me to believe that we're going to get an answer for this later in the next, not next podcast episode, but next Superman episode. We drop. I think if we had it in the order of events, like you'd probably spend the first full episode just on Superman turning into that.
Exactly.
Where the second episode, I suspect, is going to touch on it, but not be all of that.
Yeah.
Because the cliffhanger
did feel a little rushed, but yeah, the cliffhanger of, oh, is he dead or whatever? But
yeah, the cliffhanger of this episode was, is he dead? If it started in like the regular timeline, the cliffhanger would be, oh no, but now he's bad.
Yeah, is he going to be, what's going to happen to him?
Which you wouldn't have a full episode to show him doing bad stuff. You would have at most half of an episode.
And then are you now doing a 3-part episode? Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I have questions, and hopefully someone, maybe next time we do a Superman episode, can answer those questions for me. I don't know. I'm just going to keep teasing a thing.
Are we going to do a similar thing of questions from the listeners?
We should do that. Yeah, I'll put that in the Discord. You'll go in the Discord link in the description, and you'll know you'll be part of things, listener. Bat-Wag. This just came in from Legacy. And I think I have to play it in the episode.
Because it's his episode.
Yeah.
Greetings, attending audience and televised peons. My name is Al Mond, and I've been sent by my father, Yuhu, to peacefully teach the ways of imitation milk by force. All those who stand in the way of our prestigious chocolate drink, who dare to deny its claim to dairy, will be subject to immediate decalcification. Be warned. No. And may all of our blood sugars remain elevated.
Almond. That's pretty good. Last versus Mark Aquino. Legacy Part 1. Or, it's really hitting the Shan time. Or Supergirl's favorite movie is an underrated Hugh Jackman flick from 2011.
What?
Real Steel, he explains it in a second. Those poor cat-eared mantis people. Hey, that's what you said. This is a fairly obscure point of reference, but Supergirl controlling the fake Superman robots reminded me of a movie called Real Steel, where Hugh Jackman controls a boxing robot with his mind. At least that's what I think happened in it, but I could be remembering it incorrectly. Hell, my memory could have been tampered with like Superman's was. That's what happened to Brian this episode.
Oh my God.
Also, you were on a podcast and it was completely different, actually.
It was a good one for once.
Also, I'm sure I'm not the first to point this out, but for those who have seen the recent Superman movie, do you think there are certain plot elements that echo what happens in that? Anywho, this is a great start to an epic finale. While one could criticize how easy it must have been for Granny Goodness to brainwash Soupy, I still really enjoy this episode. The cliffhanger of seeing both Clark and Kara doused by the kryptonite warhead always sends a shiver down my spine. Boss, biggest bear hugs to the #1 podcast hosts in this here multiverse of ours, Jack Torrance and Bat-Wag. Praise to our Lord and Savior. That's all of us. Lord and Savior Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules. Likewise to his loyal disciples, Dylan. And of course, all the awesome sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. You're all the absolute best. Don't you ever forget that.
No, you.
I did actually Google if Bat-Wag is considered a slur, and this is what it said. No, Bat-Wag is AI response, I assume. No, Bat-Wag is not a known slur in English or other languages. It appears to be a non-existent or misspelled word. Searching for the term does not return any credible sources that define it as a derogatory or offensive term. Then again, the answer Google gave me was an AI overview, so can we really trust that? No, because clearly it didn't jump on the Bat-Wagon as a credible source. Jesus.
Yeah, what the hell?
Lastly, I was kind of going back and forth on whether I wanted to include in the closing here a tease for more lore involving Bizarro Mark and Scarface's adopted daughter, Danny, and where she actually came from, but I don't know. Seems kind of too gimmicky, honestly. Maybe some other time. Until next week, big ol' whoosh. I just flew away, baby. Thanks, wow. Mark, and everybody for writing in.
Yeah.
So we do have that one Batman Beyond episode before part 2.
Yeah.
It is called Final Cut. is the next podcast. What do you think?
Terry gets into video editing.
Yeah. Final Cut Pro, Batman Beyond. Adobe Premiere, it's called.
Final Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, please tell me there's like a director villain.
No.
Oh, it would have been so good.
I think there is technically someone like with the title of director or another like leadership type of title, but not a movie thing. It's a villain we've had before, and Cut is a hint to that.
Who's a Cut Batman?
What are synonyms of Cut?
Slice.
That's what I was thinking.
I need a name.
Splice, no.
Splicers.
No. What kind of thing can cut or slice or whatever? Object or weapon or something. Brian's he is thinking hard. He's trying.
I'm maxing out my RAM here.
Max. Max is in the episode.
Hooray.
Who has a sword, Brian?
I don't remember.
Kurare.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Kurare. Yeah.
That's in Batman Beyond?
Yeah, it is in Batman Beyond.
Holy shit.
You know who I'm talking about? You remember who I'm talking about?
A touch of Kurare?
Yeah. Blue-skinned slice and dice girl with no voice.
But she's not a director.
No,
or a
she's
film
not a
editor for
director.
that reason.
That's so true. What a weird thing to call the episode.
That's really sad.
That's the show, everybody. As I've sort of teased, we will have special guests for Legacy Part 2. Discord server, there's a Jump on the Bat-Wagon channel. It's all linked below. If you want to come in there and submit questions for that, I'll ping everybody. I'll tag everybody when it's time to do that. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And I think we'll probably be sort of discussing Legacy Part 1 and 2 as a whole, because it'll be hard to just be like, no, only talk about Part 2 or whatever when we're with them. But yeah,
there's another spoiler right there. You multipled that one.
Did I?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, multipled the people? Yeah, I sure did. So, now one of them will cancel and I'll look like a fool. It's okay.
No.
It's all right. Thank you to everyone listening in the description for their musical themes and help in making this podcast as yappy as it can be. Go check out their stuff. Thank you, of course, to you, the listener, for listening. And thank you, Brian, for
not much.
Not remembering half of anything that we've seen. And that's okay.
Thank you.
As much as I'm disappointed, it's okay.
Remember, dear listener,
yes,
that we have the feedingamerica.org link in the description. Please, if you can, donate anything. It would help out people.
Yes.
Young people, old people, whatever side of the political aisle.
Green people, cat people, mantis people.
Yeah, all these people.
Anything. Yes.
Thanks for whatever you can do. And thanks for being here. You are the best.
You are the lifeblood of this Bat-Wagon. You are the Bat-Wag of this life.
You are true. You're a true Bat-Wag listener.
You are a true Bat-Wag. You may only achieve true Bat-Wag status if you donate at the link. Instead of Bat-Wag this time, everyone comment the full link to the donation. Honestly, I don't know. And then reply, sup, Bat-Wag. You'll know what it means.
All right.
Let's leave now.
Okay.
You've just listened to Legacy Part 1 of the Superman the Animated Series finale, Part 2, Part 1, Part 2.
Turn the tape over.
Yeah, please turn the tape to side B to play Final Cut, an episode of a completely different show. Little kid, what the fuck is going on? Why am I saying fuck? All right, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, listener.
See you later. Happy Christmas.
Remember, General, you're only going to get one shot. Make it count.
Superman, stop! You'll kill her!
You?
Yeah, it's me, Lois.
Lois?
You've always tried to help and protect, not destroy. What's happened to you?
I don't know. Fire!
Lois, get down!
Direct hit! No way he could have survived that.
Superman? Oh my God.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a Yoppie beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.